gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, tryna leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit, you think I'm playing. Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch them deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. Other hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a boy out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock. Let's catch a op so I can test the bitch. Glock gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this.
Ooh, well, what's up? What's up, everybody? Long time no see. How y'all living? Please hit that like button for me as you come in. I would greatly appreciate it. Tap that hype button if you see that hype button. And please share the live. Become aggressive gang. Become a member of the channel. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. How you doing, everybody? Everybody, clap your hands and take a stand. How you guys doing? Woo! Ooh. So I got something else we're going to go over tonight because I just been nosy. I just been wanting to know anything and everything. So I'm going to run this back and I'm going to go over it with you. Look at Leanne. We got a new member. Man, help me make the haters big mad.
Right now.
Man, I got a little bit of a headache. Like right where my temples are. I need me a woman to just rub and massage them for me. Yeah, is it raining, snowing, icing? None of that. None of that yet. None of that. No ice, no rain, no sleet yet. I like to put everything in song if you guys haven't noticed that. I'm a jingler. What they call it? It's jingler. I'm a jingler. Ugh. Let's fucking go, man. I hope y'all are with me, man. Catco, hello. Nice to see you. Luann, hello. Earth Angel, salute to you. Sherry, how are you? Earth Gal. Ooh, that's kind of close. We got an Earth Gal and an Earth Angel. Luann, how are you? Leanne and Luann. What is the am I somebody pranking me here? Somebody's pranking me, right? We got a Earth Angel, Earth Gal, and a Leanne and a Luann. I'm getting pranked. Yeah, it's supposed to be 10 here. 10 degrees tonight, y'all. 10 degrees. I know you guys are wondering, what video, AD? What are we talking about here? What video are you talking about, AD? Well, I'm talking about this video right here, chat. Holla if you hear me.
We don't have to worry about them. He's like, I told him to get out my yard. I was like, Patrick, you don't tell adult protection service. I mean, I'll be honest. Never hid that. I said, I called Adult Protective Services. Me and Timmy went and met. I told Betty that. I told Patrick that. What I might not know is Adult Protective Services had been called out to Patrick's a month prior to that. And I was told, he said, get the fuck out my yard. I will sue you and get my attorney, get out. And they said they was legit wanting to come up and shake his hand and say thank you for helping the family. But that's what ended up happening.
I don't know if that's the truth.
And then he called and told me.
I don't know if that's the truth. The APS just shows up and legit just wants to shake your hand for helping the family. I don't believe that. I don't believe that
about it. And he was like, "Oh,
not after I've heard everything I've heard about the fuck."
Like, I told him to get out my yard. I was like, Patrick,
I don't believe that.
You don't tell adult protection service. I mean, I'll be honest with you, dude. I'm gonna admit it. Up until that moment, I'd never heard of adult protection services. We always talked about child protective services.
Right.
I didn't even know. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but
yeah.
Yeah, but I guess there have been many reports that had been made, and they have to follow up on it. And they, they said once they get more than one.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure there was tons of fucking haters and shit doing it. They do that shit no matter what. Ha! Can't do it to me. Only thing you can do is swat me. Have fun with that. I'm not fucking new to the police knocking on my door. The only thing you could do to me to troll me is swat me. That's it. That's it. Have fun with that. A liar through and through. I don't believe APS just shows up at your door to say, "Hey, good job there, Patrick. Doing a great job, bud. Just want to shake your hand." You okay? I don't believe that one bit. You guys believe that? The douche on the right, I don't really know if he's a douche or not because I don't personally know him. But that can that's Dwayne, I think his name is. Yeah, they can show up, but I don't think they just show up to shake your hand. Most of the time, they ain't there to shake your hand. Trust me. He said they were legit there just to shake his hand. Yeah. Okay.
One report, hey, this has been going on. They have to go check up on it, dude. And I'm glad they do. I'm glad they do. But when I met with them, I said, hey, Patrick, this last month gave me the Whittakers money because the money went into Patrick's account that was coming in thus far. Patrick gave me their money. I'm holding on to it. I've been trying to put it in a trust. The attorney is Robert Dunlap, Beckley, West Virginia. He will vouch for me. I was trying to get it done the day.
What do you mean FaceTime a check? FaceTime a check-in? What do you mean? He knew about APS. Dwayne is weird. I don't believe it at all. Dwayne has ass face. He been smashing it into too many asses. He looks bored at times. I'm doing all right, Ryan. How you doing, bro?
Hanging in there. He no-showed the Adult Protective Services. We was going afterwards so I could get that money out of my account. I never wanted to hold on to that money.
Right.
That all started after money started missing.
Right.
And I confronted time after time after time again. That $5,000 that I had.
This is where you're. Pay attention, you guys. Pay attention. You're about to hear everything you want to hear right here.
Time after time after time again.
Right.
And I confronted time after time after time again. That $5,000 that I had, I guess there's some podcasts reaching out to me that's wanting interviews, guys. People desperate for a story and to be relevant. I'm not about to sit there and make this the days of our lives.
You already have, man.
Right.
That was
you already have, man. And you're not worth $5,000. I'll just agree. You're not. Because the back end on that ain't going to come across. You're not going to make $5,000 off the video. Any YouTuber would pay him $5,000 out of a lie. Nobody would pay him $5,000 for an interview, y'all. You wouldn't even make 2,000 of that back. You might over a long, long period of time of people watching and years and years and years, but no, this was right when all this first went down. This was before the people were taken. This is before the people were taken. So remember that. They hadn't been taken yet.
Whittaker's money, there was supposed to be $74.80 that they were owed. I had it all on a pen and paper.
Let me pull that up.
You can, and I will explain this.
All right.
And now I can't read it.
Okay. Well, it says I need you to send me 74, 79, 93. That will be what I need for reimbursement. And also I have the Whittakers part of their money to hold on to, which will leave you with a total of $5,954.52.
Which would have been what he was to keep, almost $6,000 after everybody was reimbursed from, like, dude, taking the Whittakers out and everything that was going on cost a lot of money.
Right.
I did it on a very tight budget. You'll hear a different story here in a minute. But I did it on a very tight budget. And then I had to pay for programs. You created the website. We had to buy it. Everything.
Buy the software, yeah.
LLC. I was trying to get them to trust. Like there was expenses that go into it. And then again, the trips, the Airbnbs. People think content creators are making way more money than they actually make. And there are some that do. Don't get it wrong. But if you think that we were just like becoming overnight millionaires, or that I'm going to be able to retire, I got monthly bills and I can't stop working, guys. Now I work around the clock. Dwayne can witness to that. What I do, and if you think it's easy, come try it. It's
right. And
it's moments like these that suck when you got, you know, all this time invested into a platform, and then you see it going away, and you're like, got to start over again.
Yep.
But in this case, I'm ready to start.
What do you mean by that, though? Got to start over again. What does that mean, bro? Like, this is all like words of I'm here to make money. That's what this is. Yeah, you have no problem getting one of these people a house because you're going to make money. Sure, you have a house. You don't care. You want someone else to get a house. Sure, you have no problem. You have no problem crowdfunding money for somebody's surgery, because guess what? You get paid too. It's a big difference when you don't get paid for it. So let's make that real clear. It's a big difference if you don't have to pay for it. If you have to pay for it
over again, because I can't be a part of that no more, dude. I don't. In the beginning, what it sounded like, if we can go in there, 100% of the donation money was to go to the Whittaker family. The donation money, guys, it's in the contract. I've got the contract handing over to the people that need it. I've opened up my Venmo, showed them, and listen, I want to say something.
See, he's talking to me right now.
It wasn't asked for. I said, here.
You weren't subpoenaed. Yeah, you weren't subpoenaed to do it.
No. It wouldn't even ever been brought up.
Right.
I'm like, please let me show you. So
hey, Deborah,
100% of the donation money is supposed to go to the Whittakers. The monetization.
Hey, Deborah. Thank you. You got you a sweatshirt? Oh shit. You flossing now, girl. You are flossing now. I could tell, girl. Girl, I got you a nice little sweatshirt. I'm proud of you.
Right now, 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 right now.
Hey. Shout out to you, Deborah, for making the haters mad. Make them 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 mad. I love it. I love having fun up here with y'all, man. It's a freaking blast. Y'all make this so much fun, man. Thank you, Deborah.
Running social media and stuff was supposed to be split between the three of us.
Money! Yeah, baby! Yeah!
And everything. We sat down. Betty, Larry, it's all on video, made sure you understand what this means. They was happy. They was going to be doing good. They had a new house about to be built. And then, you know, but it takes time to do what we're doing. It was never driven by the money, guys. I love doing what I'm doing. But at the same time,
well, another aspect of this was that people were stealing content from other people and putting it on their own page and earning that money. The Whittakers never saw a dime of that stolen, taken stuff.
Until this, the Whittakers was not getting a part of their monetization. Unless, you know what? I want to put this out there just in case. I don't.
He's talking about that he's saying that they haven't been paid. Right there.
Know the deal that the Whittakers had with Mark Lighten.
Yeah.
I know about the GoFundMe money. And
I'm talking about Bob's Facebook page.
There was some discrepancies in the stories that I've been told about his involvement. So I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Me and him had one phone conversation leading up to this because I wanted to give him respect to reaching out to him. I was very worried about when Patrick first started this because I was like, hey, that's Mark's project,
right?
You know, and you don't just come in and pick up somebody like that. But I did talk to him, and he was respectful, and he was distraught. And I'm not going to go too in. He had just lost his girlfriend, dude.
Right.
And so he's going through a hard time, and people were trying to make drama between the two of us, and it just wasn't true.
Yeah.
You know, Mark, I was so glad to tell Mark, hey, guess what? I got raped.
Hey, Mark ain't gonna get no drama. He's not even gonna go with it. He ain't gonna give a fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They weren't a project. They were not a project. A snowstorm snack kit. Ain't you just damn beautiful for that? Ain't that so fucking sweet of you? A snowstorm snack kit. I ain't never had one of those. That's the first time for everything.
Right now, 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 right now. Money! Yeah, baby, yeah!
Shout out to you, pretty bird. You already know. I don't even have to say nothing to you.
To the knee doctor.
Right.
You know?
Positive things.
That was my proudest accomplishment. I think, well, there was a lot of accomplishments out of this, but I'm not proud of the ending. Go ahead, dude.
Well, again, with the thing with Mark, though, all the comments about people, but that's with the exception of Mark. I mean, Mark, he did his thing, did a great job, got the information out there, did a lot there, and used a lot of that money to help the Whittakers. I'm talking about the TikTokers and all those guys that would take it or drive by at 2 a.m, that kind of stuff.
I took a very bad fall before we came on here tonight, guys. Dwayne was actually on FaceTime with me. It happened. I'm in pain.
Yeah. For those out there,
I'm a little bruised up from it.
Where he's at,
where we're at. I went through a board and it hurt.
Yeah.
My older age, I don't recover as easy. But so outside, I can't speak to what
you got 2 out of 15 on the goal, baby. Shout out to that shit. I was at loss for words. Like, I don't know what that was. Maybe a sympathy pool, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know. By the way, we got 2 on the goal, baby. That's good.
Out there.
Woohoo!
Reposted.
Shout out to y'all, baby.
Inbred and stuff like that, and they wasn't making that money, and they wasn't being put in the best of light. It was always
yours was different.
Wrong things. We came in and was like, I can do this. This is money that wouldn't be made unless there's work put behind it. You're being put in good light. My goal from the very beginning was the house, but I wanted to make sure that if something happened to Betty or Larry, that the family would have someone there to take care of them so they didn't get what just happened.
Right.
And that would have cost a lot of money, guys. Yes, let them stay at their house. And we needed to get a jump start on that because let's be honest, we never know when we're going to pass away. And I wanted them to have that there. And if it was in a trust account, if something happened to Betty or Larry, the trustees over that account are, I guess that's the word you use. I never made one before. I was learning this as I went along, but they would be able to oversee that money and make sure that it was taken care of. And it never got to that
And that's what
point.
you were saying from the very beginning of this entire process. You know, we need to set up a trust, a way to make sure that one, the Whittakers don't have direct access to the money because of what's happened in the past and maybe a little even more recent. And they can be managed. They're not.
Shout out to Elizabeth. What's up, Elizabeth? Thank you for the $2 holla, baby. Appreciate you. Yeah, baby, yeah. For real.
Right now, 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 right now.
Oh yeah, you got a felony coming, Elizabeth. You got a felony coming. You little listener. You little through the door listener. Oh Lord, you got a felony coming. God damn, bro. People are so fucking
Not able to handle that money.
Well, and to go further with that, let me be frank. I don't want to get their private too much out there, but yes, they got money every month. I'm sure groceries stuff. There was assistance they were getting. I would imagine that is.
Yeah, I think I overheard that one. What's her name? Curious Soul Deep Dive or something. She said she was going to start reviewing YouTube channels. I about fucking rolled, bro. I about fucking lost it. I thought, shouldn't you be a YouTube channel that knows what they're doing all the way, that could properly review a YouTube channel? Like, shouldn't you be qualified to be out here passing judgment? Shout out to you, Pretty Bird. Like, this is what it's about. Shouldn't you be qualified to pass judgment?
Right now, 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 right now.
Motherfucker, we got that motherfucker down to 9 now, fella. Ladies and gentlemen, our goal is at 9 members, 9 gifted. If you want to become a member, that takes away at the goal as well. And we got 3 out of 15 on the super chats, baby. Let's fucking go. Make these haters mad.
Distance with 5 people. They don't ever go anywhere. They shouldn't be asking me.
Oh, mad as hell.
They shouldn't be asking me
here
for
having
stuff
fun.
and things like. I was glad to go out there and get it for them if there's a need. Let's fulfill it.
Right.
But I was, every step of the way. Hey,
I ain't allowed to get their money.
That money is going to take care of your siblings if something happens. Let me know what you need.
Like, why should somebody have to go
there? Yeah, I would say the handling of the money was poor at best.
Right. And you wanted to change that. That was the purpose.
Yeah,
of trust.
if trust was there, every penny would have been accounted for.
Right.
Not just with Whittakers, but with me and Patrick.
Right.
I wanted it out of our hands. It was supposed to go. Their money would go to a trust. Ours would go to an accountant, and we was to get a payment.
Right.
Gimme, from the business. And then everything's honest. And then you got receipts. And everything. So again, if you my sack receipts from this trip is like this freaking big.
Right now, 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 right now.
You know what? My chat gives away a hell of a lot of memberships, man. This fucking channel right here gives a hell of a lot of memberships away. That's for damn sure. Shout out to this fucking chat and this community of people. Y'all have given a hell of a lot of memberships away. I think I'm getting a damn small headache from this fucking nicotine. It's like a synthetic like a new nicotine I've never had in this juice. And I don't know. I think I'm getting a slight headache. It might be too much. She doubled back with a $5 holla. She doubled back. She said to help smash the goal, baby.
Smash that like button.
Hell yeah, Kimmy. Hell yeah.
Right now, 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 right now.
I don't think she meant take channels down. I think she said just review them or something like that. I was just making fun. It ain't no big deal. I think you should know what you're doing, though. I think you should like read the terms of service, read the community guidelines, like understand like everything about keywords, tags, fucking like just understand the whole situation. And I highly doubt that's the case. Like I would pay money on it. Like I would pay money on it that they don't know the half of the platform that they're even on.
Yes. But yeah, so this was the first time they were actually not only going to be able to make some, but they were going to be on there in a way that gave them their dignity.
Right.
I agree.
Those are, I think a lot different is you didn't look at them as the freak show. You look at them as human. The things you did with Timmy, Lorraine, that all of them at different times was to make them feel normal.
I told people about the girl from my dad's church that had the child by her father. Her family, just like the Whittakers, dude. Just like the Whittakers. If people, this is not as uncommon as they make you think it is. Now, I'm not saying it's like very common, but they're out there. This one just so happened to get the spotlight. And I think because Ray not being able to verbalize and how he talked, and then Timmy and Lorraine, people just fell in love with them, dude. They're lovable people. But I think during the
totally
middle
agree.
of it too, I think there was losing some sight of Ray sitting in his own fecal matter. He's sitting in his own urine.
Right.
He looks like he's been doing that for days. That's not. And then he just went and laid on the couch.
Right.
Nobody saying anything. There was
it's normal.
That pretty much tells you. I mean, I asked that question a lot. Is it something that's just become normal? I mean, it sounds like it. It really sounds like what my homie Twisted 10 said. It's generational poverty. They just don't know any better. And the sad thing is, you got people like Larry, BJ, Jason, all these people around that could do something about it, that could make a change, and they don't. And they don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because shout out to my girl Lolita with the $20 super sticker. Shit, darling.
Right now, 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 right now.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Thank you, Lolita. Thank you, Deborah. Gifting memberships. Shout out to the gifted. What's up?
Right now, 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 right now.
This goes down to 6 now. Damn, we moved that motherfucker quick. Y'all moved that bitch quick. Quick than a motherfucker. I mean, like, that's what I was wondering. Is this a general? But I don't understand why someone like Jason, anyone else like Larry, Betty, and they can't say that's all they know, and that's why they're like that, because Jason's from fucking Chicago. He's lived elsewhere. BJ's lived elsewhere. Larry's lived elsewhere. They've seen other things. So they're choosing to just let them live like that. They're just choosing it. Thank you, Lolita. Moving that goal, baby. Let's move that goal, baby.
Right now, 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 right now.
Oh, good. Damn it. Okay. I just don't understand why people would allow them to live like that. Yeah, they're not ignorant. They're not stupid. I mean, they might be stupid, but it's the same gene pool. But gosh damn, man.
You know, like I said earlier, Betty and Larry's not sitting in their own fecal matter. They know
Yeah.
that's not supposed to happen.
See there? That's the point. That's my biggest point right there. You all ain't doing it. Why are you allowing him? It's either out of laziness, which I don't know if that's laziness. That's something else, man. I think that would have been great to have someone who loved him enough to help. You're right. Oh no, man. I just can't for the life of me understand why they would let Ray sit around in his own feces. I don't understand it. I think they're all at fault for it if that's the case. Everybody that walked through that house that was old enough to do or say something about it. I don't think Betty is lazy at all. Well, I don't think Betty is able to do it personally. I'm thinking of someone that's a little more able to do it besides Betty. Because Betty needs just as much help, probably, if the other ones. Betty's just able to understand and move around on her own. You know, the other ones, Ray will wander off. You got to keep track of him. Yeah, man, I don't know why, man. You would just.
So, I don't know.
So again, your plan to kind of catch some of the people up here was, it was kind of an emergency that you came up here almost 3 weeks ago, and you're accelerating the plan to get them that log cabin with the Amish. You had arranged that through other things that you've worked with, all your connections.
The original plan was.
Yeah, but here's a way to get Ray out of his damn pants, man. Mark used to do it when he took him shopping and shit. People have done it, get him to change. I'm sure you can. If not, you stay on it until he does. You don't let him keep walking around. I don't care if Ray tells me no. Guess what? We're not stopping at no. No, that's not how you take care of someone. If that's the case, everybody walk around and fucking draw. You literally got to make people change, and that's what it is. I hear that all the time. Well, Ray would get mad. Who gives a fuck? You think if he was in a nursing home, they would give a shit? Hell no, they'd be changing him because he needs to be changed. You know? Or it's people like that. You just have to stay on it. You know, I took care of my mother. I took care of my grandmother a lot. I've taken care of my old lady's grandmother. I'm around, so I know how to treat, older people when they have dementia or something. You just got to stay on it. You got to stay on it, man. Repeat. What's up, Carl? Salute, bro. Salute, Carl. Dun, 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 dun.
Right now, 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 right now.
Adult diapers, good point. I mean, I don't want to I have that conversation, but you guys know what I mean. Like, I just feel like it's not Ray's fault. Ray didn't choose to be this way, but somebody as an adult should, like they say, you guys said, love him enough to make sure that he's clean, man. Just to make sure that he's clean. I love my people enough to make sure they were clean. Lucky enough, I didn't have to give my mother baths and things like that. She was able to take a bath and a shower up until she passed away. But, I always was on her, My mother was able to do most things until she passed away. It was only about the last 3 months that I had to, pick up a lot of slack. You know what I mean? I had to start taking her food a lot to her, you know what I mean? It was only like the last 3 months. But I didn't even notice it when I was doing it. I didn't even notice. It was just something I was doing. And I feel like my kids will do that for me too. I don't think I'm gonna be in a nursing home, and I hope not. I think Betty needs somebody there that way right now. She doesn't even have that person right now. She might in some of the people that are down there helping her, because I know, there's a few people down there some of the times helping her, and I want to give them their props. Salute to you guys. You guys get much props. You know who you are. I ain't got to speak it. But this shit isn't going to go anywhere anytime soon. Patrick's in jail.
Patrick reached out to me and told me that he had that video of Larry stealing gas.
Damn.
Oh man, I don't know. We might need to start this from the beginning, Dwayne, because if we do, we're going to be going forward, back.
Yeah,
forward, back.
maybe.
I'll do it real quick, but
Yeah.
I mean, I am repeating myself a lot of times, not because I want to, but I'm trying to give you the full scenario. But I'll go ahead and run through that scenario. Patrick had caught Larry stealing the gas. Patrick's leg was broken, and
Look, he got
was
caught stealing the gas. Imagine what else you steal. Imagine what else they've been up and down the street stealing. I mean, let's be honest, man. Most people outside of the Whittaker household don't have nice things to say about them. Like, there's some people in that town that think that they're just what other people on the internet think. Liars and scammers and cheaters. But hey, Poopsie. They're both guilty and a few others, in my opinion. Sad. I think they're both guilty in a way, too. I do. But obviously, Patrick was doing shit before Eric got there, and he was keeping a lot of it, I guess. But that's allegedly. They stole all around. I know those kind. I do, too. Just steal anything that wasn't fucking chained down. Steal flower pots and shit. They can get $1 out of it. Millions of families would have put Ray in a home. That's very true. They did have a lot of love. The core of their family had to be love, or I don't know. They think the whole family is a menace. Outside of Betty, they kind of are, except for the 3 that can't do anything wrong. You know what I mean?
To put Larry in jail, and he told him either BJ goes to jail, or you go to jail, or you're getting BJ out. And he was kind of giving him an ultimatum: either you go tell, because Larry was saying it was because of BJ, and I didn't know up until that point. And then Patrick let me know that Larry had already went to jail for stealing gas. I didn't know any of this, dude. I was very defensive of Larry up until that point.
Right.
Go back and watch the videos. When anybody would bring up Larry, I was very defensive of him. Egg on my face now, but I would like to see the good in people. Right. I want to. I wanted BJ to get hope.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of egg on my face throughout this whole Whittaker thing. I think all the content creators have. Just because we do try to find the good in people. I think that's what it is. I've gotten egg on my face several times fucking with this family. It's no big deal. Wipe it off and move on. It's that simple.
That was what was going to happen. But then I started hearing about the abuse. And they needed a protective order.
It's hurting.
And the eviction. So first, they asked me to get an eviction notice made.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
They served her with it. Okay, but we still got 30 days.
I seen that.
Go over well, and that's when you saw the video of her speeding by with Timmy standing outside.
Yeah.
And I told my wife.
Yeah, I do remember that, man. That Dwayne had put out a video and had messages from where Patrick messaged Dwayne's fucking wife, y'all, and was talking cash shit. I know people say it wasn't Patrick, but ladies and gentlemen, when you message on Facebook and it pops up, verified, and you're the only verified profile, there seems to be a problem with that.
wife. I was like, babe, I feel like I need to be up there. I feel like something's about to go down. And being so far,
It's on this guy's channel. It's what's his name on here? Something dad. I forget his damn name, man. I can probably get it for you in a minute. Something dad. The son, ignorant dad or something like that. He was assisting, wasn't he, Pretty Bird? He sure was conspiracy, isn't he? No, it's not Dad Talk. I'm talking about Dwayne's channel. It's called something else. Pissed Off Dad, Pissed Off Parent. That's what it's called. It's called Pissed Off Parent. It's called Pissed Off Parent, and it's called something. I was talking about Dwayne's channel, y'all. Pissed Off Parent, yeah. He looks like he just collects toys. I wish I'd have kept all my fucking toys. I had G.I. Joes. I had fucking Transformers. I had He-Man. All like the Castle of Grayskull toys. I had all that shit. I was spoiled. But if you're looking for the video where he talks about Patrick's messaging his wife, that video is on Dwayne's channel, and it's called The Pissed Off Parent or something like that. Damn, Master Bates said, where can I find that video? Ooh, what? Who are you, Master Bates, huh? Damn. It's called no, the channel's Pissed Off Parent. And it's like, I can't tell you which video it is called. I don't know. I don't know where he was messaging Dwayne's wife. I have no fucking clue. I have no clue. I don't know much at all besides covering it on YouTube, y'all. I'm being dead honest with you. I don't care to talk to these people outside of bringing you guys the news about it or somebody's aspects or something like that. I don't. I could fucking show you my fucking text messages with Patrick, bro, and they're like, nothing's there. I looked today. Like, there's nothing we spoke about at all. He sent me a video of Timmy. I remember that. And that's it. Shout out to Pretty Bird. Pretty Bird. Shout out to Pretty Bird. Pretty Bird.
Right now, 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 right now.
Oh. You guys stay safe for the winter. Why would he have my number? Who, Patrick? Well, Patrick, the only reason why he got my number is because I was covering this, and somebody hit me up and said Patrick would like to come on and talk. And I was like, fine with me. So I brought him on. Then he came back again. I'll bring him back again if he gets found guilty or not guilty or whatever, because he's going to have something else to say about this. I guarantee that. I want to see the other end of this conversation. But as far as like being part of it, these motherfucking people are crazy, bro. I don't want no part of this shit. Amplify because Eric reported to APS. That got this all started. I'm not even going to deny the fact that the three needed taken. I'm not even going to deny that fact. You know, it's just I don't think I could be the one to set that off. I don't have enough in me. And Eric did.
away. There's only so much you can do when you're 10 hours away.
Right.
So I loaded up. I was gone that next morning. And then when I got here, took Larry. Larry didn't really want that protective order. That was the thing between him and Patrick. I took him to do, but he was also there on behalf of Betty because Betty had told me about the abuse and stuff while we was there. But when we got to the courthouse, he wouldn't really say anything besides she threatens to say I raped her. But then the next day, I just said, well, let me take Betty, because Betty was singing like a canary. She was like, BJ does this, does this. I really thought she wanted that protective order, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she told me she did. I want BJ out. So I took her. And that the whole reason I was up here was to do that. But, and then when we got it and I was told we had 10 days, I extended it, and then I started working on the house. I might as well be doing what our long-term goal is while I'm up here from Georgia. I'm not just going to sit here and wait on the court date. Let me go meet with.
Man, you know, so much of me wanted this to work out for them so much, bro. Dude, the Whittakers could have been millionaires, man. They wouldn't even have needed Social Security anymore. And they let, I'm not even going to say they let some, because if they were getting frauded by Patrick, that's no good. Look at Pretty Bird. Look at Pretty Bird in here showing her ass tonight. Put that thing away, Pretty Bird. It's for you.
Right now, 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 right now.
Holy shit. Pretty Bird. She's lovely, ain't she? Ain't she lovely? Up in here showing her booty. Up in here showing her booty. Giving all those memberships away. Give them away. Give them away. Give them away. Give them away. It's a super chat party again. It's a super chat party again. Again. It's a super chat party again. Again. I know y'all come here for the entertainment, right?
The Amish. There was already a trip planned. Robert Mass was flying in from Idaho.
Please read my wife's comment. She is so torn
That
up.
was when I was originally supposed to be coming up. And so
which one is it? I'm sorry. Which one is it? I got you. These fucking comments are flying by. I got to catch them as they're flying in, man. Is it the same? Same name? Same name? Ask again. Ask again. Oh, I so wanted this to work. Laurel Creek Kennel. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the loving family, man, watching us. Poopsie, 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 poopsie.
Right now, 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 right now.
I don't know. That's fire. Tell her, ask again. I can't figure out Eric's end game. He made money from filming them and not sure why he decided to run off. Tell your honey bunches to ask again. I couldn't find it. I went way up too. I don't know, man. I don't know why this all took a turn for the worse. Just because of BJ, I guess. Sounds kind of petty, doesn't it? Karaoke night, hail to the yeah. If I say poopsie, poopsie, poopsie. Shout out to poopsie, man. I love that word. I can't figure it out either. Eric planned to leave, have a guardianship with Timmy. Has it legally failed yet, though? Has it? I sing jingles to my grands all the time. Do you? I don't know where I picked it up at. I've been doing it quite a while now. I was doing it when I played video games big time. When I was like online gaming, I'd be like, "Oh, popped his head, popped his head, popped his head. Ooh, got him, got him, got him, got him." Okay, cool. Grandma cray cray. Hey, that's fire, bro. I got a husband and a wife watching y'all. That's fire. I feel the love in here, man. It's all snuggly, wuggly, warm, and huggly and cuddly. Got the love up in here, y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. I dig that shit.
Later, I could have went back to Georgia and drove back. I said I might as well just
Hey, man,
stay
these
here,
don't make you
make
laugh, will they?
content, make sure everybody's taken care of. And I did a lot of good for that family while I was up here, guys. And it wasn't on camera. I was going every day and night. I went and spent $140 to get
Please hit that
the
like button.
medicines
You can
for
get
the
over
whole
100.
family at Kroger. I was just making errands. Do you need
Stand for
anything?
it.
Do you need anything? Anything I can do for you, I'm here.
Yeah,
Let me.
the internet's funny because on the one side they're saying that, oh, you didn't spend time with Larry or anyone else aside from Timmy, but then when you do show you doing stuff, then you're just doing
Braggadocious.
Yeah, it's one of those like it's
just
internet. Pick which one you want.
It's the internet, dude. I mean, right before all this
Yeah,
happened,
well,
we
just
had
take
that Rampage Jackson's son, where he
Mhm.
almost killed somebody.
Yeah.
Thank
Where
you, Daryl.
he was
Thank you.
sitting there reading comments of people on the internet that have no idea what the situation was or anything, but they kept gaslighting him to the point he almost committed murder.
Ninth grandbaby.
This
Hold on. Ninth grandbaby. Ninth grandbaby.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I found this over here on Kimmy KO. She just said she just found out she is having her ninth grandbaby. Ooh, wee, boy. Don't you know? Shout out to that shit. Woo! Damn. That's fire. Tell your kid you know what causes that shit. Myself and my husband have watched you 4 years. Betty and Larry have watched 4 years. Not me, just 4 years. Okay. Betty and Larry are master manipulators. BJ gets their pills, recognize the nods. Maybe it's because we are from rural Appalachia. They signed for the 3. Damn. Damn. So whatever pills Betty getting, she getting them from them, huh? Betty and Larry. Larry said it on camera, didn't he? She gets my pills. Poor guy can't even have his fucking medicine, man. That's where I would say no, 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 no. They had my mom on some crazy fucking dope, bro. They had her taking, I think it was OC 30s. Was it? No, I think it was OC 30s. And she had Percocet 10s for breakthrough pain. And then she was getting, I think, Valium once every day, one Valium a day. Yeah, one Valium at night. So she was high. They was keeping her doped up, but she had cancer, man. They give you anything to release your pain. But damn, man, you can't even have your medicine around, bro. A lot of people believe Betty and Larry are scammers and selling pills. Legally, Betty shouldn't have been signing for the 3. I said that from the start, BMJ. I said if anybody should get in trouble, it's Betty. Betty and Larry. I don't know why they skipped over them and went to Patrick, but legally, they're the ones that signed the 3 up to get on camera. You know? You're the one allowing them to come in the house and film them and all that shit. I think this was handled improperly. I'm not trying to stick up for Patrick by no means. But what I'm saying is Betty and Larry are the ones signing the contract for the other three. I don't know, man. It's the law. You got to leave it to the law, man. But I'm sure there's going to be more to come out with paperwork. Like there's definitely going to be a probable cause affidavit on how they went to arrest the man on and what complaints it was. Because each complaint is going to have a reason why they're arresting him. Because we have this evidence, this, and this, and this, and this occurred on this date. This occurred on this date. This occurred on this date. So we're arresting him for this. So that we'll have that paperwork soon. Like it won't be long, y'all. So I don't know who's all filed for like FOIAs or anything, but you should get on it. You should get on it. They'll do it all electronically. Hey, on the road. In my heart, Larry controls Betty. Yeah, we don't know what goes on away from the cameras. Let's let Eric keep talking though.
Internet stuff is getting out of control, and it's
Yeah.
making some people famous that should never have been famous.
Right.
Okay.
What's that mean?
You got to be careful with what you do, guys. And this will be one of those stories that I think.
What did that mean?
Will come back.
Who got famous? Who got famous? I don't think anybody got famous. He said it's making people famous. Who got famous off the Whittakers? I don't know of anybody.
But yeah, it doesn't matter what you do, man. You're gonna have your detractors. You can have it.
You do
laid out.
Yep.
But I do. I need to go back to the first trip. The first trip when I started seeing the red flags that I came back and told you. Public. Nobody knows it. Me and Dwayne recorded a video.
Yeah, we already have a correspondent in Elizabeth. She'll be in court for Patrick for us, won't you, Elizabeth? Shout out to you, Elizabeth. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's public. It is public. You could go if you want. It's all state. So the state's public. Feds is what's not public. The only thing a state courtroom might make you do too is might make you go in an overflow room where you have to watch it on a TV. They do have those to where you like don't come in the courtroom while they're in proceeding. They might make you go to an overflow room. It just depends. But yeah, it should be public. I think all state proceedings are public unless it's by the judge. I think the judge has to say no. But the problem is the Whittakers aren't getting paid. That's why there's fraud. You meant BJ bought pills for Betty and Larry? Oh wow. 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 I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, but that's my first time hearing that. But damn. And by pills, I'm sure you're meaning fent because they're probably fake pills or damn man. I don't either. I would like to see. I mean, I'm not going to take that and run with it, but that's not the first time I've heard something like that, chat. I mean, it's not the first time I've heard something like that, but I'm not going to run with that.
When, month and a half ago?
But damn.
Dwayne was the one in possession of it in case something happened. I was ready to sound the alarm a month, maybe even 2 months ago.
You know, everybody involved in this keeps saying, wait till you find out the truth. Wait till you see the whole truth. Wait till you see, you guys don't know the whole truth. What if the whole truth is something like that? I'm not saying that in general, but something like that. And it just blows our tops off like, holy fuck. They're all drug addicts. You know what I mean? Oh, man, except for the 3. Of course, they're probably not. They're just using them. But damn. How old is Betty? How old is Betty? Yeah, if she was buying them for her BJ too, probably. Probably she was probably overcharging them. Yeah, I've seen this play. How old was Betty? 8. Hold on. $72. I could see it. I could see somebody 72 on pain pills and shit. My mom's vice while I was growing up was pills. She liked her pills. And I could see somebody that old doing pills. But I can't see somebody that old doing speed though. Not really. I never thought about pills. I don't know. Somebody named Kennels. They said BJ bought pills for Betty and Larry.
You remember the date?
I
don't know about that,
pull
man.
it up the date that I have it.
We recorded a video. I said, Dwayne, I'm seeing some issues here. And I want to say something, but it's going to set the internet on fire. And it's going to turn from what we're supposed to be doing for the Whittakers. And it's going to go to scandal, what it is right now. And I said, I'm afraid that if I do this, nobody will ever believe
I mean, not to party at least. That's for damn sure.
the Whittakers again, and they don't deserve this. And I was still trying to get the pieces of the puzzle, but I was very distraught.
You're right.
After that first trip. And in a second, you'll know why.
Snorts crank. 70 to snorts crank.
Much better.
Damn, Debbie.
Job of,
We can get the official date out later. It was around a month and a half, 2 months ago, dude. It was after go back and find the videos when I was up here the first time, where Timmy was at 7.
Well, you know what I think it is? Here's what I think the visitation thing is. I think it's still going all through court. So they might wait until all this court shit's done before they finally say, okay, visitation. I could see that. I could understand that. Betty born 1952. Okay. She was 2 years older than my mama. I would have a hard, I don't know, man. I don't think Betty's on drugs. I don't.
Through and
July 14th.
It's closed. The sharp dressed man video. It was around that.
Looks like July 14th.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
So anyway, that was my first trip up here. That wasn't long after Patrick asked me to get involved. I was involved a couple of weeks prior. Like I said, he was wanting me to go on camera, and I was like, nope. I don't want the attention. I don't want to be involved. Yes, I know I'm repeating. Some of you have heard this. Some of you haven't. I'm going to go through the story. I'm going from the beginning. And I said, nope, I don't want to be on there. And eventually I did. But in the background, Patrick had me on his page.
I don't know.
I was replying as Patrick.
Forever, I guess. I guess they'll just keep getting fined or something. I don't know. As far as I know, ain't nothing been done about the septic. Most of the time, the city won't give a fuck about that. They don't. They've been living like that all that time. They're not going to press the issue. They're going to keep letting them live like that. It won't be too long before they have to tear that little piece of property down, chat. A little bit after Betty dies, they'll tear that piece of property out. Or to go to the next person that's going to squat there. Till the person that owns it finally decides to come through and do something with it. I think that's what's happening. I think that is what's happening. I'm glad we did this live, chat.
Talking good to people. You go back and read some of those old comments. You'll know which ones was me and which ones was Patrick. I was not the one that told you to piss off and get the hell out of here and, you know, different stuff. I've done some of that before, but I wasn't doing it on his page. But I planned that trip to come up here because me and him didn't know each other. I wanted to come up here and see it for myself. Okay. But I am a honest, hardworking guy. Yeah, I make content. If you think it's easy, come try it.
Yeah, no
shit.
shit.
Because not only do you got to make it,
it's harder than you think, man.
And you got to get it in front of
eyeballs.
It's
harder than you think, man.
Work, guys. It's very demanding. And there is a lot of knowledge and experience that you have to do.
Yep.
Not with this. This is unlike anything I'd ever seen. Dwayne can tell you, when we started doing this, it's like I've never seen anything like this. You can just take a cell phone, throw it up, and if people see it's them, people go nuts. I've never seen anything like it.
They're fucking popular, y'all.
It's a lot of hard work, guys.
Soft white underbelly made the Whittakers YouTube famous. They are YouTube famous, no doubt about it, dude. I don't think there's another popular person being filmed on YouTube than the Whittakers. As far as a person that's being filmed by another person, I don't think there is. Everybody knows who the Whittaker family is. And if they don't know them by name, all you have to do is say blah, blah, blah from Soft White Underbelly or the family in West Virginia. Then they're going to know. Everybody has seen the Whittakers, man. They're like, they're YouTube famous and at the top of the YouTube famous list.
An honest living. And then I fixed up classic cars on the side. I had my hands in several different pots, but I live paycheck to paycheck. Unfortunately, the economy sucks right now. I live paycheck to paycheck, but I said I wanted to get up here. We hadn't made any money at this point. I went ahead, drove up to West Virginia. I had the gas. Then when I got here, Patrick told me I could stay with him. I'm not bougie, guys, but there's one thing I want at the end of the night, and it's a clean bed and a place where I can decompress. I knew the environment that I was going into, and it was stressful and dirty, and I didn't let that affect me. But I did want, at the end of the night, I got to take me a shower. I want to rest and get ready for the next day so I can do it again. When I got there, I was like, what house? Just like, there was no walls. There was nothing. He had one room that had some walls. And I don't want this to come off as me putting down on Patrick. I had never said anything about this up until this point, guys. I really wanted the best for the guy. But he had a bed out on the porch. Or not a bed, it was just a mattress. And he had like an old egg crate on top of it that looked like it had been rolled around in the mud. And I was like, damn, dude, I'm going to need internet to upload the videos and stuff with while I'm here. And I was trying to do it without hurting his feelings, again, but anyway, I went and got a hotel. So there was another expense out of my pocket. But the next day we go to see the Whittakers for the first time.
I remember that video.
First time. I get there.
See, what I'm not understanding is why would you buy a home if you don't work? If you don't plan on fixing it up, right? Everybody thinks Patrick's broke and he didn't have nothing without the Whittakers. But obviously he thought about something because he bought that home before he even started doing the Whittaker content, right? Is what I'm understanding. So he's going to fix it up on his own, I guess. That was before the Whittakers. So he didn't just plan on doing it with Whittaker money. He was planning on doing his own money and then just stumbled upon, hey, this guy's making me money.
They were a little standoffish at first, obviously. None of us knew each other. Yeah. But every one of them's face was blood red. They were sweating, especially Ray. And really, to tell you the truth, I think the worst one taking it was Betty.
Mom by the phone?
That was when I made the video, what did I say to Ray? I was like, what you doing? He said, God. He was talking about the weather. And I started laughing. I was like, did you hear him say that? I've never heard him say that before. Never heard him say it since. It was just a funny moment. But they didn't have an air conditioner, Dwayne.
I remember this.
Here's Rick bitches about the air unit.
It was breaking my heart.
The funny thing is, bro, they put up a video on the Whittaker family page about how great they were for getting them an air conditioner.
And I'm that guy. I see a need. I want to go. I was like, Betty, you don't have an air conditioner? I was like, we can get you a window unit. I knew Patrick had gotten some donations, and he had started a GoFundMe.
I didn't see it, Monica.
He had a GoFundMe going before I got involved.
Yeah.
When I got involved, I said, get rid of that GoFundMe. That's where it went south last time. And donations, this is where this thing will go south, because you have to be accountable with every penny.
Oh, I'm not sure.
At any point in time, if you go through an accusation, and unfortunately, with what we're doing, you're going to go through accusation. You need to be able to say, hey, here's my books. Look, like I've been doing this past week. Hey, I want you to see this. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he had that truck too. Like I don't know when. I don't know. It's hard to believe he would buy that house going into this, knowing he would get Timmy on film. You know what I mean? It's really hard to believe that was all set up for that. I'm trying to think if it is. I don't know how long he lived there, but Mark was already living there, so I don't think he did that. I mean, Mark was still going down there because I heard Patrick's name brung up in one of Mark's videos.
So, yeah, she said she would like an air conditioner. And then Patrick goes, Betty, we're going to go get you an air conditioner. We're going to go to town. We're going right now. I'm going to take Timmy with me. We're going to get an air conditioner. And then he put it on Facebook. We're going to get an air conditioner. And I'm like, good. Let's get into action. This is what I'm here for, Get in the truck with him. We go to Beckley, and we don't pull up to Walmart. We pull up to the boot barn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are we doing here? And he was like, Timmy needs some clothes. I'm like, oh, okay. And we was there for about the next 2 hours. And if the workers there at the boot barn hear this, they'll tell you. I'm not lying. I was there for about 2 hours. That's where Timmy was trying on the shoes, and he was saying, hey, sweetie, and all that. We did the sharp dress video. But he bought Timmy an outfit. Well, he didn't just buy Timmy an outfit. He bought himself an outfit. So Timmy an outfit, him an outfit. Over $500.
Yeah. You got him some nice jeans.
$500.
Rock Revival jeans are like
$190
themselves.
A week or so. It was a little.
Think about that. The jeans themselves are like $190. Because see, Patrick told me that about this, what he was bitching about. He said I bought him some Rock Revivals, got him a Rock Revival t-shirt, got him a button up, I got him a hat, and I got him some boots. I was like, damn, that's probably $500 right there, easily. If you think about it, what's a nice set of boots? $250? That's a nice set of cowboy boots. And you got some Rock Revival jeans, that's $190 right there. So you got $500 just in pants and boots. I mean, I think it's great to do Timmy. I thought it was nice. I thought, give the best to him, bro. Yeah. I don't think Patrick should have got it. But if they wanted to go matchy, I guess. But like, do for Timmy, that was cool with me. I was cool with it. I had my hands in several things. Not really, man. Rock Revival jeans are really, really good jeans, guys. I mean, I know it's expensive, $190, but you can't really find a better made pair of jeans. Like the stitching in them is really, really thick, and they're really, really big stitching. Everything is really well made. They really are really good jeans. But to like, Patrick wanted to be bougie too. Yeah, he got him one too. That's the only jeans I wear. I only got like 6, 7 pairs of them, but I've had them for a while. I ain't bought a new pair of jeans in probably 3 years. Straight up. They're good jeans. Beautifully made jeans.
Over a week ago.
If you don't know, like they make women's too. They make Rock Revival, and they got a brand called Miss Me. I don't know if you women know about that. I'm sure you women do. They're called Miss Me jeans. And they're very well made too.
I got up here. I mean, a vest, everything, dude. I think it was like 50.
I don't know where the jeans are now, man.
Yeah.
That's
Walmart.
tough.
You know,
Walmart.
that's the guy that is usually in rags.
Yeah, I'm not up here fucking getting donations to do it either. You're right. You're right. I ain't bought a pair of jeans in 3 years though. They do last forever. I ain't bought one in probably 3 years. They all still fit. They probably really fit now. I done lost fucking 40 pounds.
He would have, you know, been appreciative of anything. He didn't need that, especially at a time where you don't have any money and like you're
Right.
struggling.
Right.
Like $500, and I'm like, oh my god. Well, then you know what? If that's his money, you know, he's doing what he wants to do.
Here, let me get a
And then
battery.
I was like, Patrick, what are we doing here in the new barn, man? We're supposed to be going to get that
I
air
thought that was
conditioner.
sweet of him to do that.
I lied to Wayne. He goes, I don't have money for an air conditioner. I'm like, what? Dude, we was just there at the Whittakers, and you told Betty we were going to get her an air conditioner. You said on Facebook, we're on our way to get them an air conditioner. He's like, I don't have it, Eric. And I was like, you just spent this money. He was like, that's what I sold my boat.
Yeah.
Well, but then he's telling me at the same time, truck's been repossessed or about to be repossessed. He's behind on like so many things, guys. It's not even funny. I'm like, anyway, it gets worse.
That's a mess, man.
So here I am, this newly involved project.
This
My
is
first
probably
time up
what
here.
got Patrick jammed
We're
up
already-
right here. Listen to this. This is all what probably got Patrick jammed up. He's probably talking about it all right now. Everything that Patrick's jammed up for, I bet he's telling you about it. You have a pair of Levi's over 30 years? I got some Levi's too. I buy Levi's too. I don't always buy Rock Revival, but I'll buy Levi's too. Great pairs of jeans, man. We just need 10 more likes, y'all. 10 more likes.
The only white boy you know who did it.
Aggressive Defiance TV.
Huh?
Aggressive as fuck.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Get them put on Facebook. We're getting them at AC.
How would I
They're hot.
need
My biggest thing was I was worried about the
say
fan.
he's just
I
a
went to
friend,
Walmart.
but you
AC
say
basically
he's
sold out.
just
So
a
then we went
friend.
to Lowe's. Thank God, dude. I found an AC that was on sale because it was a scratch and dent. There's a video of that on there. And I said, God was looking out for us. What people might not know, I wasn't bragging to be like, look at what I got. I was bragging because I was like, I didn't have much money.
Right.
And
Yeah, you
this-
couldn't afford a.
I'm like scraping here, dude. This trip was not planned for me. I'm very tight on my finances, guys. And so, anyway, we got that air conditioner. Well, so I think here we go. We're on our way back to go to the Whittakers home to give them their AC. Oh,
Okay.
he's like, you want a coffee?
Chat.
I'm like, no, I'm okay. He's like, I'm gonna go get a coffee. Okay. I do got a coffee now. It's cold because we're outside and it's cold. So we end up at a local place called the Seven Brew. And he orders some coffee. While we're ordering coffee, there's like some teenage girls there. I think underage, probably like 16, 17, 18-year-old girls. Patrick looks at him and he says, you know who this is back here? Ask the ladies at Seven Brew if I'm lying. You know who this is back here? And there's a couple girls that looked in the truck and he's like, no. He's like, this is Timmy Whittaker. He's world famous. You need your picture with him. And they was like, really? And he was like, yeah, all of you. You need your picture with him. And I was, it was cringe for me, dude. It was very cringe. But Timmy got out. They all came. They took a picture. They was happy. It somewhat turned into a cute moment, but it was just like we made a scene where there wasn't a scene necessarily to be made, you know. But then, nope, not off to the Whittakers yet. Hey, man, I want to buy you something to eat. I'm like, I'm not hungry. My stomach and like stress is like, I'm not hungry. He's like, no, I want to buy you something to eat.
He's just a big
I'm like,
fucking
"I'm
party
not
pooper,
hungry,
ain't he?
Patrick." He's like, well, I'm going to get something to eat.
Like,
real
how
quick."
much did he hold in that he didn't like? And he could have just told Patrick right out the gate, I don't want no part of this. There's too much going on. I didn't come here for this. Because after all that, I would have said, nah, this is all I need to see. This is a mess. You're using their money freely as it is. I'm going to step away. Because at this point, he'd only been on camera once. He could have dipped out. See ya. Right? But no, Eric. You kept going. You kept going, bro. Yeah, you kept going. It's hard for me to believe that there's something not guilty about this guy. You know? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, he saw dollar signs too. Of course he did. He went there with a contract. Yeah, their money, and he's bitching about it. It's like, dude, you're getting it for the Whittakers. Then you're bitching about Patrick's money. Well, you should have stepped away then. That would have been all I need to see. Hey, there is just too much I haven't heard from Big Ugly. He posted a couple videos today, though. I think he's doing all right. He posted some videos. But no, you start saying, hey, man, there's too much money floating around. I don't want no part of this. You're dipping in shit. You know what I mean? You're using money that shouldn't be used for yourself. Let's divvy this shit up. I don't want no part in it. And I think that's where he should have dipped out at. And except for instead of just holding it all in, right? You got all these things that you didn't like, but yet you stayed around until it blew up. That's just like a rat, dude. That is just like a bitch that turns state's witness. It is.
We get the Chick-fil-A. As soon as he starts ordering, I want 12 Chick-fil-A sandwiches. 12 Chick-fil-A sandwiches. And then you got fries and sweet tea and everything. And I'm sitting there in the back of my mind, like, he just told me he didn't have any money. He let me buy the air conditioner. We just went to 7 Brew.
Lily
Now
Haley.
we're at Chick-fil-A.
Lily
He's getting 12
Haley.
chicken sandwiches.
Lily Haley.
And I'm trying to justify these actions.
Right, yeah. There's a piece I'm missing.
Seriously, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Little bit of Lisa in my
It
life.
wouldn't be this crazy. Nobody would do this. So I'm sitting there thinking maybe he's buying the Whittakers a sandwich too. That was around 2, 3 o'clock, if I remember correctly. We got back later on that night. Those Chick-fil-A sandwiches, they never left Patrick.
How the fuck you guys eat 12 sandwiches,
The guy that didn't have no money for the next several weeks until we got paid, or until I got paid from my other projects. Okay. And I spent money from my other projects being up here to do this for the Whittakers. I had $100 left in my banking account. I have never been overdraft, guys, in my adult life. Never missed a house payment, anything. That $100, my insides were just boiling for weeks. I was so nervous, and like every morning I was afraid to check my bank because I'm like, if one bill hits right now, or if my girls get hurt or sick, or like I don't have any backup money, and I can't stand being like that, dude. Like my safety net was gone, and thank God I made it through. But
yep,
that was on the first trip. And then I'll tell you about this. I've told it once, I think, maybe twice, but I'll go through it again.
12 is a lot.
Trip. That was the first big red flag I got with Patrick. Mm-hmm. And now as I'm seeing this again, I've already
the first one.
Been doing this stuff with him. Now I've been seen because I'm there in public. That's when I hugged Ray, or when Ray hugged me on that first visit. Mm-hmm. And I sprayed his knee. Now the next day, people kept asking, who's Eric? Who's Patrick? People wanted to know. I was like, Patrick, we need to do something. Let them know who we are. It's not about us, but at the same time, let's go on there, be transparent, and let people know who we are and what we're doing this for. I was proud to do that. And that's the video that you see, Meet Patrick and Eric. And that was in the hotel that I had rented at that time. So we do all that and everything. And then afterwards, excuse me for the language, guys. I'm just going to give it to you straight. Okay, because there's going to be some language. If it offends you, it just is. I swear everything I'm telling you right now on my father's grave, and he meant more to me than any other man I've ever met in my life. I'm being dead serious right now. I know the world's watching. I know it's probably going to be investigating. I know what I'm saying. I promise you. This live gets done. It wasn't a live. We recorded. Take that back. A few seconds later, Dwayne, he went outside with Moose, and I start hearing him, "Fuck you, motherfucker. You think you're so bad? Come up here and try me." You know, and it was like that kind of language. He's getting into confrontation with someone.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell is going down, you know? And I walk outside while he's going off at this guy, and I'm like, Patrick, what's going on? And he looks at me, Dwayne, no lie, tosses the phone at me, and he says, you deal with it, and walks off. I look down, and this is first time meeting the guy. You know, like day 2, day 3. First time meeting the guy the day before I went home. And I'm doing this channel with him. And we just got through making this video about who we are. He's throwing me a phone, telling me to deal with something. I have no idea. The only thing I know of it is they was just cussing each other out and wanting to fight. I get on the phone with this guy. Then he starts mouthing off at me. And I was like, hey,
weird.
You better watch out there. I was like, I haven't disrespected you. You don't disrespect me. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. He's like, well, this ain't between me and you. This is between me and Patrick.
That's a weird story,
like,
man.
I understand that.
I would be fucking like, what?
Phone over to me. I was like, what's going on? He said, this guy is all over the internet trying to act like a saint. And like, he cares about the Whittakers. He lived there his whole life. Or, you know, he lived there before. He didn't do anything until he got famous. And he said, he stole $1,200 worth of tools from my grandmother. And those were my grandfather's tools. I can never replace those. And dude, my mind was blown. And I was like, he did what? And the guy was more upset about the fact that it was his grandfather's.
Look, man, this what he's saying throughout this video, he's telling you that he was working with them people early on in this investigation. You know? You got to think about it. He was the most quiet. You know, he didn't say shit hardly about it. He's been working since this all took off.
Tools than he was the money, but
as he should.
$1,200.
What's up, Ryan?
And I look over at Patrick. He's leaning on the rail, looking down, and I said, Patrick, this guy is telling me you stole $1,200 worth of tools from his grandmother. I said, is he telling the truth? He nodded his head, yes. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. I'm like, what are you doing? And he said, well, I've already told him I'm going to take care of it. He just needs to calm down. I said, I said, Patrick, if you stole from my grandmother, I'd be doing the same exact thing.
Good to have you in, buddy.
And he said, Eric, it was a few years ago. I got kicked out of my house and I didn't know what I was going to do. Man, I wanted to get in my car and take off to Georgia so bad. But I got to thinking about it. I'm not a perfect person. I make mistakes all the time. I'm sure I made many mistakes today. And he said, Eric, it was a few years ago. I got kicked out of my house and I didn't know what I was going to do. Man, I wanted to get in my car and take off to Georgia so bad. But I got to thinking about it. I'm not a perfect person. I make mistakes all the time. I'm sure I made many mistakes today. I made a mistake walking on that bridge and busting my ass.
Yeah, apparently that's what he said.
But I had some days where I didn't make the best of choices, and I want to see the best in people. And I'm like, he reached out to me, and I wanted to believe he did that for a reason.
He knew all this from day one.
I don't just walk away that.
Yep. That's my point. Like, have all of these things you know, and you still continue to do it. That is knowingly going ahead and frauding. Like, that's the biggest aspect of a crime, is that you're knowingly doing it. You got all these red flags. Unless you were just there to do what you need. I don't know, Eric. This is a fucking crazy story, dude. It is, man. Crazy.
Easily. I want it. I'm like, dude, and I had a pep talk with him. I said, the only reason
I'm mind blown. I am too.
I'm not running away from you right now because you
Oh.
told me the truth.
Right.
Had you lied to me and I found out, I would have never talked to you again.
Still in his underwear.
Because you told me the truth. I said, I better never hear of anything else like this again. And as soon
I'm
as
mixed
you get
on him.
paid,
I've always been mixed on Eric. Always. Like I said, the only thing I didn't like that he did was blow the APS thing up. You know? That's it. I can't think of anything else. I think it was pretty shady to make sure APS was involved in all this. I think that was pretty fucking shady. I think you yourself could have went without doing that. If it was going to happen anyway, why did you have to do it?
pay that grandma. He said, I've already told him I'm going to take care of it. And I was like, well, you better. Whether that ever happened, he told me he did. Whether it ever happened or not, Dwayne, I don't know. But that was my first trip. So that's when I started like, okay, I better start doing my homework. I better start. And that's when me and you made that video. I was like,
Got out of Dodge.
Feeling here, something's going on. But I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Now I will give him this. A little bit after that, he was very appreciative, and I could tell he appreciated the fact that I didn't run away from him. Mm-hmm. And there is a part of Patrick that wants to be better. I think he's done this stuff for so long that
that's all he knows.
It's all he knows. It really is.
What do you mean by that, though?
Anyway, that's when I started, like I said, seeing what's going on. And now I'll go through the whole list of things. One of the things that he was saying, a lot of people were wanting to meet the Whittakers.
Oh, man. Here we go. Here we go, man. This might be your list of complaints right here. People wanting to meet the Whittakers.
Mark, would you mind looking in my bedroom and my backpack? And I got some sweatpants. Starting to get a little chilly. I appreciate it, bro. He was telling me that the Whittakers were wanting to do an event with a bluegrass band. There was this bluegrass band, national, very well known bluegrass band that was wanting to come down and do an event with the Whittakers, and that they would do a meet and greet. Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me, you know. But he was talking about like a couple of weeks from now, and I'm like, dude, I was a concert promoter in my 20s. That's what I did for years. I was like, it's not as easy as just, hey, we're doing a concert. You got stage, you got lights, you got sound, you got security, you got porta potties, permits, ticketing, the people you got to work. Like, you got a lot of moving parts when it comes to putting on a concert. It's not just, hey, come on down and we're going to have us a shindig, you know. But I was like, if you can get all that set up, I was like, yeah, man. I said, I think that sounds good, and I think the Whittakers would love to meet some people. And so that was it. And I got the text to back all this up, guys, and I won't give you snippets. I'll give you the whole thing. Okay.
We ain't got anything.
A week or so goes by, and then I get a text.
We haven't gotten anything.
Hey, talk to the band. We got to pay them $5,000, and the band said they're going to come and play the show. Just that's how he announced it to me, and I was like, whoa. I was like, $5,000. I was like, ouch. Said, Patrick, this is a little chunk of change, don't you think? And I was like, we don't even have no money. The Whittakers haven't even been paid yet. I'm like, $5,000. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. Verbatim. He said, that's what the Whittakers want.
What?
And I thought about it for a while. I didn't know if the Whittakers actually wanted it or not. I didn't know them good enough at that point. I had my doubts that it was the Whittakers wanting to hire this bluegrass band. My thoughts is he plays the banjo, and he was hoping to kind of use that pull that he's got now to get on stage to be a banjo player. But I could be wrong. But I wrote him back and I said, I tell you what, I said, I'm on a very tight budget, and I don't think it's a good idea. So I said, how about this? I said, if that's what you and the Whittakers really want to do, you guys do it. If I can help you in any way, you need any advice or whatever, I'll let you do it, but I'm out. I was like, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to contribute. But if you guys make money, it does good. That's all between you and the Whittakers, but I don't want to be involved.
Right.
And it was like, F it, forget it. Just never mind. Never heard about it again.
Apparently, Eric had some people come down from somewhere to speak to the Amish. Eric was having people fly in to supposedly help him. Yeah. Like, I guess they were there to speak with the Amish because Eric didn't want to do it all by himself or whatever. And these guys they were ex Amish. So I think that's what it was.
I'm going to tell you right now.
And to meet Timmy.
I don't think the Whittakers were wanting to pay $5,000. Actually, I know they weren't because I talked to them about it later. They started when I got there telling me that they were very suspicious of Patrick, which I have videos of. And a lot of these discrepancies that was coming up. Sorry, guys, I'm going to put on some.
So the Whittakers were telling you that they were
pants. It is getting chilly up here in West Virginia. Yeah.
Later, Ryan.
Questions for me, man, just to split it up because I got a whole list.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, some people are saying, how is that believable? Again, people don't know me from Adam for the most part, but I remember having these exact conversations with them at that point. Someone did ask, like, with knowing
believable.
People were, yeah.
I have the messages, but I ain't coming on here to do no hearsay. If I say something, I can back it up.
That's gonna hurt Patrick, man. That's gonna hurt Patrick.
I wasn't born yesterday.
If he's got messages of Patrick, people have meet and greet and shit, that's gonna hurt Patrick
in this story because it gets much deeper. Go ahead, bro.
I can definitely agree with that.
Well, I bet you anything. They took Eric's phone, and then they come and took Patrick's phones, and they're gonna make sure both of them phones match up to who was saying what, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck for Patrick if that's in text message. That's gonna look real bad for Patrick, man. I don't care how you try to put it. Having a meet and greet with the Whittakers, that's gonna look exploitive, and that's gonna look bad for Patrick. I'm just saying, man. That's gonna look horrible.
So, I mean, some people have asked, and probably a fair question is, knowing what you knew about Patrick at the time, like, why did you stay involved with him? I mean, I kind of already know the answer, but
I was afraid of losing access to the family. I was not because of the money. I had started developing a relationship, but I actually wanted to keep my eye on this thing. And there was a
There you have it. Mic drop. You said it. He just said it. He was there. Let's keep an eye on Patrick and what was going on too.
Like I said, when he told me the truth about that, Dwayne, in the beginning, I wanted to believe he was going to change. I do believe in the beginning he cared about Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
To an extent. He took him fishing. He was spending time with him. It wasn't about money or send me this. He was spending quality time with him. And up until that time, 46-year-old Timmy had spent most of his life sitting on that porch, man. And Timmy was so appreciative of that with Patrick. And I was really hoping it would turn around. And I thought to myself, if I can get the money separated from Patrick, then we might be able to get through this. Okay.
There you go, man.
Same thing. I wanted the money taken away from me. I didn't want to be near it either. The trust, the accountants.
I don't think
I've got all.
I think he went there to get money too. I think it all just went shitball, and he decided to turn aces up first. Straight up. Straight up. Yep. They knew what they were standing to make here. Both of them do. And shit turned left and went left. And Eric was the first one to go aces up. And that's going to kill Patrick. That's going to kill Patrick. Yep. Absolutely. That's what's going to be happening. Eric turned aces up first, y'all. He showed his hand. He went with the law dogs. And as he should, man. Thank you, Hillbilly. I appreciate you there being there, man. No, it's true, man. Eric was there to make money too. They should arrest him too. And they're probably not going to, because they're going to use him to arrest Patrick. And they're going to use him to make sure that the charges stick on Patrick. Yep. Because I'm telling you now, if Eric shows up, Patrick's finito. Better not go to trial. Eric shows up, you're finito, man. Dead up. If Eric's a witness, he's finished. Well, I wouldn't say finished because he's not going to get no hard time anyway, but you know. But if he's there to I don't know, he's got a good lawyer though. Patrick does got a damn good attorney. So I mean, that's up to him what he wants to do, but damn, Eric Carroll turned fucking rat boy. Holy moly, somebody get the cheese for this motherfucking Mighty Mouse.
The messages, talk to the people that I was trying to set it up with.
Boy, rat, no love.
I was really hoping he would get better, dude. But then
Get
again,
better
I really
or what,
didn't want
bro? What do you mean by I keep hearing this get better. Was he a drug addict? I don't think so. Patrick don't remind me of a drug addict. He doesn't come off as a drug addict, but I've been fooled before. But you keep saying get better, get better, get better. Because I know if he was a drug addict, you would say he was a drug addict. What do you mean by get better? You mean change? Yeah, he's fucking rat, bro. The day Patrick crushed his leg, he was supposed to take Ray to the knee doctor. I know.
Lose access to them. I started really, especially, dude, that first trip, the way Ray and Lorraine took to me. Can anybody honestly say they had ever seen anyone that Lorraine reacted to the way she did with me?
Yeah,
Lorraine's been trying to tell me something for months, dude. Months. But anyway.
So
hello, Tiffany.
That all that happened, and then
it was
kind of the emergency time for you to go back to Odd West Virginia.
No, there's way more before that.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to skip over all of it because it's a lot of detail in there.
Do I need to say more?
I mean, some of the conversations you'd had with him, some of the other findings you had. I mean, I don't know how much you want to say. I'll
say it all. I'm an open book, dude. He was wanting to sell Whittaker merchandise and told me that me and him could keep that to ourselves. So we didn't have to give the Whittakers any split. Now,
what? What? There's definitely no way you can get away with selling Whittaker merchandise without giving them a split, bro. I hope anybody would know that. I hope he didn't say it in fucking text. I hope he didn't say it in text message.
On that particular one, did he put that in a text message? No, that was a conversation. But I got the text where I crawled his ass for it. I'm like, we can't sell Whittaker merchandise and keep the money. That's their money. And I've expressed to him numerous times, people are not tuning into the Whittakers to see Patrick or Eric. You are right now, unfortunately, because we're on the Whittaker channel. But I knew you guys weren't tuning in to see me, and I knew you guys weren't tuning in to see him. You wanted to see Timmy, Ray, and Lorraine, and
Wow.
Betty and Larry. I think it was the three more than it was the others. But
Yep. That's what he's going to do, is
there you
have his
go.
lawyers just come back.
Another one. Go ahead. 'Cause I'll
What,
just run into-
going back to the contract, and how the 100% of all the donations were to go directly to the Whittakers, did he have any issues with that?
No,
No.
because I just told him that was the way it was going to be. Yeah, but I mean, he did express a couple of times. He's like, "Hey, bro, well, you got to look out for me and you in here too."
No, he's safe
And
to
then,
go
you
to
know,
court.
we got to take care of ourselves. I'm like, Patrick, if we get out there and we work and we get the social media set up, you'll be fine. You don't need their money. That's their money. And 100% of anything that was sent in, like merchandise, like not merchandise, like donated gifts,
Donation.
that's
Right.
theirs. Which I'll go ahead and say that one. Everyone sent gifts to Patrick's house. Before it made it to the Whittakers, it was always opened.
Wow.
And they were having a fit about that. I was trying to get a P.O. box set up. Asked
That's going to hurt, man. It's going to hurt.
the post office in Odd. Actually, the situation in Odd is odd.
That's going to hurt, man.
And they're nice people. Let me say, I've never seen it where the post office is attached to someone's house. Half of the house is the post office, the other half is a residence.
Yeah.
And I talked to those people, and it was closed. I was trying to get them a P.O. box set up, and he said, "Oh, they can't have a post office box." Was it you that was telling me he said that on the
Wow.
radio?
Yes. Yeah. That you can't have a PO box. Of course, he was the same person that said that you couldn't go to the doctor, but
Oh, yeah. But I'm like, why can't they have a post office box? He's like, "Oh, they can't have a post office box, bro."
That's weird. Yeah, you can if you buy one.
Make any sense? I'm trying. Let's see. Again, comments are coming in. I'm trying to go here. I guess they're talking about proceeds, who has funds,
No, he won't have
where
to
are
go
the
to 26.
funds.
I have.
Only time he's going to have to go is when it goes to trial, if it goes to trial. So yeah, Eric won't have to go. He won't have to be there for pre-trials or bond hearings or any of that. I get that, Elizabeth, but it's not his power to do so. You know what I mean? As good as Patrick was trying to help them by keeping everything from going through BJ, it's against the law. I mean, I know you want to he was trying to do the right thing, maybe, you know. I don't know if he was or wasn't, but it's against the law, man. Oh, they won't get a PO box without an ID. That's crazy. They sold his boots, man. Fucking piece of shits. You piece of shits. Said you can't have a post office box? But what if you just want one for other things, though? Or like your LLC? Yeah, you have to have an ID with a PO box. Yes, that's just what they're going to ask for to make sure it's going to you. Damn, somebody stole Patrick's Timmy boots, man. That's filthy, man. That's filthy, dude. Larry and BJ did, I believe. Yeah, only them. Why would Betty wouldn't steal his fucking boots. Boots are expensive, man.
the Whittaker's money in my possession.
Piece of
I
shit.
have told that to the correct authorities. They
You
know
hear that?
I have.
You hear that? Damn, I'm glad I went back to this video, son. Damn, I'm glad I saved this one, huh? There we have it. There's no doubt right here. This right here is going to be your state's witness right here.
I have the Whittaker's money in my possession. I have told that to the correct authorities. They know that I have that. It was ready to be put in a trust. The Amish was ready to set up an account for the home, which would be under a financial committee. It was
See, the people were still going to pay for the home. It wasn't a free home. It would have just been done by your guys' donations. They were just going to start giving it to the Amish and putting it in that trust until it was enough to pay off that home. And the Amish were going to go off that. That's the deal of it all. They were going to go ahead and go forth with building the home, but the money that they were probably on contract to put so much into that trust each month. That's probably how the deal went. I'm almost betting it. Because them Amish ain't just going to go building a home. They don't believe in doing charity work like that shit. Hell no. So they were going to get built, Amish built home, but they were going to pay for it. It was going to be out of the donation money and all that shit. So the money that they were going to do for the home was just going to go directly to the Amish, and the Amish were going to keep it in a fund and allow it to build up until they do it. Yeah, the Amish wasn't going to do it for free. Hell to the no. The Whittakers would have got it for free because donation money would have paid for it, but it wasn't going to be done for free by the motherfucking Amish.
Set up, guys, but their money is safe. The reason Patrick sent that $5,000 to me that he's referencing to you guys, that was 2/3 of the money that they made for last month. He could only send so much in that one payment.
So he paid
when
$5
I
grand.
the other part to make sure, because this is why the month before they made $3 grand. $3 grand.
Okay.
That was what we got paid.
Okay.
We're the rich internet people now.
Okay.
But out of that $3 grand, I had to go to Idaho. I was working on the John Mass trip. I was up there for a whole week working on the murder trial. But we got paid right before then. And he was holding on to the Whittaker's money, which was $3,000. When I got back home, that was when he took Betty and Lorraine to get their makeover. He said, "Hey, bro, I'm going to have to reimburse myself out of the Whittaker's money some. And because I've been, getting some stuff." I'm like, "Hey, man, that's fine. I understand that. That's understandable." I was like, "What was it?" And he said, $1,500. What? I said, $1,500. All the messages, guys. $1,500. What in the hell did you spend $1,500 on? He's like, "Don't flip out, man. I'm just telling you. I've been buying them all their snuff, and I've taken them to the grocery store. What, $1,500 worth of snuff in the grocery store?" And it's like, okay, I get it. You took them to get a makeover, but
they shouldn't have had to pay for it. It should have come out of their money. Like, Patrick shouldn't have to reimburse the Whittakers for you taking them to get a makeover and filming it. You feel me? Sorry, y'all. Hiccups. That shouldn't come out of the Whittaker money. If you ask me, there should have been a money little pot to put in to do that thing like that, to do content. There should have been a little piece of that money. It should have been like 10% of that money they made every month should have been for what they used to go places to film content. That way, nobody had to pay for it. They did this poorly.
$1,500 is a lot of money.
I'm speaking from the outside in.
Yes, it is.
In a week's time, you spent $1,500 on the Whittaker. And remember, he was supposed to be handling that money because the Whittakers weren't the greatest in handling the money. But we were supposed to be protecting. It was my job to call him out if something was going on. Anyway.
Man.
Next week, I come back up. So he claims $1,500. So now they have $1,500 left. Next week, I come up to town. When I first got there, he said, "Hey man, you're spending a lot of money." He said, "Would you like the rest of their money to help out with that?" And I said, "Nope, I'll be okay." At that point, I already knew there was funny business with the money. I started spending my money that I busted my ass the week
Why didn't you just say, all right, I'm done? Funny business with the money would have made me run.
prior, doing what I do
What's up, Cuddy?
outside of the Whittakers on them. When I took Ray and Larry out and got them the haircut and clothes and everything, and then took them out to eat. The same thing I did with Betty and Lorraine, and then with Timmy, then taking them to the movies. That was coming out of my pocket. And then later on that week, he asked me again because the Whittaker started telling me, "Hey, we feel like something's going on with that money." Again, I got all that in video.
Damn, Whittaker
me.
said it.
I ain't. Mama didn't raise no fool. My dad didn't either.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. If he's got video of the Whittaker saying something's fishy with the money, whoo-wee, son. Patrick be cooked, man. Patrick gonna be cooked.
But he asked me again, "Do you want me to send that other 1500?"
Yeah, it's gonna cost a lot of money.
Send the rest of the money. I said, "Yes."
1,500 is not a lot of money, even for groceries. 5 people, $1,500 would last 3 weeks. Because it cost me about $100 a week to live easily. You got 5 of them. That's 3 weeks. You know what I mean? It's not a lot. It's not a lot of money. I just don't see this being a whole lot of money that they're getting Patrick on though. They say over 10 grand because it has to be a felony. Huh.
Well, he did, but he didn't send me 1,500. He sent me 1,000. I said, "Patrick, where's the other 500?" To this day, I've never gotten an answer.
It cost me more than $100 a week.
I'll tell you where it went to right now. $662 of it went to a water bill that I took Larry up there, Betty, and
They should definitely have to pay their own water bill.
Water department. I know now it was a running toilet because
likewise,
this month was $57.
Likewise,
Larry said the only thing they did different was turn off the toilet. When I asked numerous times before, "Do you think it's a running toilet?" "No, I turned the toilet off." Well, it was a running toilet, guys, because I ended up buying a new floater while I've been up here, and the one they had was completely snapped, and that's what it was, and they never replaced it.
Yeah, put them all in
5 minutes. And Larry, I think, could do that, but he just didn't. They told him, they gave him 2 blue tablets at the Sophie Water Company to put in the back tank.
Yeah, about 3-4 weeks.
5 seconds
for 5 people.
And within 8 hours, if the water turned blue, he would know he had a water leak. To this day, still never done it. Last I heard. But
You're my kitty.
Anyway,
I seen you over
they knew
there.
it was a running toilet.
I see you.
Whether they fixed it now, I don't know.
We were hiding.
I'm sorry. I got so.
Review what? They're talking about the leaky toilet. I mean, they should pay their own water bill. This motherfucker says a lot in it, don't it? I'm glad I saved this motherfucker. He is a rat. It's all coming out.
Many things going through my head, dude.
Okay, the leaky toilet.
So that was 662 of the 1,000. Then Larry started asking me to get him snuff. He wanted a roll of snuff for him, and he wanted to roll.
How much is roll of snuff? $30? $40? I don't know, $50 at this point. A roll of snuff is like 5 cans, right? $20? Oh, that's even cheaper.
Close enough for Ray. I got it for both of them. After that, the money that they had left was around $250. I bought a prepaid debit card, Visa, at Walgreens that I have the receipts for, and put the rest of their money on that card. And I handed it to Larry at that time.
Why would you put it on a card, man? Just give these people cash. Thank you, Kimmy. Hey, man, I'm here to please y'all. Y'all are the people that need pleased. Y'all are the viewers. I'm here for y'all, man. That's what I'm here for. Just y'all.
Right now, 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 right now.
Now that I know what I know now, I'd have done things differently. You got to understand those first 2 trips, Larry was amazing and he helped out a lot better than what I was seeing there at the end. And I said, and I told Betty about it too. I said, here is a card. If you guys need some groceries or anything goes, here's your card. I no longer have any of your money in my possession. I didn't want to have their money in my possession, but I said, here's that card. If you need it, it's for emergencies. And he said, thank you. But that 500 never came back. That plays into the story for later.
Wow, man.
Okay. When it comes into this month, when they paid that, he gave me the 5,000 and the other 2,500 never came to me. You add those two together is what? $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
When that donation money came in, people oversent. And I told them to stop sending money. I was like, don't send me any more money. You go back. I beg, do not send any more money. I got what I need for there.
Shout out and God bless y'all hearts out there. I'm dead serious too. God bless y'all souls. For real, because y'all are some loving, giving people. When I had my scare in the hospital and didn't know how I was going to pay that rent that month, y'all showed up, man. And I got to say, y'all are some great people. And you know who you are. You know who you are.
Airbnb. And then I said I would give what was left over to Patrick to get him some sheetrock and insulation. He did need some sheetrock and insulation. And I thought $4,000 is enough to sheetrock and insulate that place. I went and walked it and I sized it up. So I sent him 1,000.
And he still has no sheetrock or insulation.
And I told him that 3,000 that you owe the Whittakers at this point that I had been begging for him to send me, just keep it. Because then I had the money in my account. I was going to put it in their trust. That was where the rest of those donations that people send for their Airbnb.
Groceries are expensive, ain't it,
put
Lee?
it up there and make sure the Whittakers' money, they got their full amount for that month, put it in the trust, and we're good to go. I was trying to correct what he had taken. Cover for him. Not cover for him, but I was cleaning up his mess. And helping him out at the same time with.
Man, bro. This video is damning. It kind of is when you look at it in retrospect. I've seen it. We went over this video. We've went over it several times. It's just now that, you know, there's a charge in place and see when he's charged for. It makes it a little bit different to me, I think. I'm not gonna lie. No, he's not talking about any of that money, I don't think.
The sheetrock and insulation. That's when the plan quickly started becoming nothing about the Whittaker home. It was he wanted to fix up his home so the Whittakers could come in and live with him.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to tell you, Dwayne, I don't know if you've seen the home. I don't know which one would be more to fix up, the Whittaker's home or Patrick's. The Whittaker's home is definitely.
I gave money to when Eric was on live. I can't remember which one it was. I honestly can't. I could show you a date, but I'd have to go back forever in my fucking app. But it was when he was He was in West Virginia at the time. He was live. One of them, the family was there in the video, and one of them, it was just him.
More dirty.
I am. I'm
They
keeping it
both
open
got
as well, Denise.
about an
I
equal
have
amount
to
of work.
because I have to give his
Man,
information
it's
to you
cold. I
without
need to
being
see
all
if I can work this. And
wishy-washy.
I was
guys,
going
if
to
I
ask you
fall off, I'll get back in.
if the Wi-Fi.
Well, I'm
back
about
on.
to lose battery, and I need this. I'm sorry, guys.
I know people are asking.
Both got a both.
I know people are asking. I know people are asking as far as have you had a chance to see any of the Whittakers? And, since they were picked up by APS.
Oh, this was
have you been trying?
This was after y'all.
Trying, guys. They are a ward of the state now. I will tell you, I met the people that from what I saw in that video, I met the people that have them. That was the one that came and met me and Timmy, and it was supposed to be the one that Betty was going to be meeting with too. That never happened. And they're very good people. I'm sure they're being taken good care of. But right now, I think they are just trying to make sure that the family is clean and taken care of. I'm no fan of the system. Dwayne, I've been talking about the system for how long now? But I can tell you in this case, I saw go above and beyond. And when I found out that Betty was offered a continuance on the DVP, the protection order, she said no 3 times. She was offered another one right before they came and picked them up. Do you want to get BJ out? That sounds like to me that was their way of trying to say
you love
for you one more time.
I got a super sticker. I got a super sticker. Make them motherfuckers mad.
Right now, 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 right now.
Way to the goal on the super chat. Fire! Fire! Make them motherfuckers mad. Make them motherfuckers mad. Make them mad, make them mad, make them mad.
Yeah.
And when she denied it, they got him.
And see, that's weird because, I've been watching some of Patrick's videos. Is he had said something about Betty said that she wanted BJ out, even though the protective order, had been canceled. But there was still that eviction notice, and BJ Betty said she wanted BJ out, but then she says no 3 times to extending the protective order. That those 2 stories don't make sense.
I don't know who's telling the truth in this, dude. I have no idea. It is. They named the town right. It's odd, all right. I don't know. I don't know who's telling the truth, and I'm tired of trying to figure it out. All I can say is I hope Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy are good and taken care of, because they are the innocent ones in this.
You make a good point, Tom. You do. You make a very, very good point, man. Thank you, everybody, for the likes. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody in the bushes. You're one of the reasons I do this show. But you make a good point there, Tom. Yeah, he said that, Ashley. But that's not the case when you're filming incapacitated adults to make the money on it, I guess. That's the law as I'm reading it. Especially when you start saying, hey, send us these gifts, and you're opening them first. It's just not looking good if Eric's got all this fucking evidence on him, man. Telling you that now.
They didn't have anything to do with any of this, man.
Looking back on this now, I'm like, oh shit,
I loved doing things for Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy, because unlike Betty and Larry, when I did something for them, they were so appreciative. Like when I gave Timmy his cup, or anything you give Timmy, he would, the phone, those hugs, man. Thank you.
Yeah, but
Lorraine, same ways.
I think the problem is the Whittakers haven't received shit. That's the big problem. You know what I mean? It really does, man. Puts a lot into perspective. And the problem is the Whittakers haven't received anything, guys. That's the biggest problem. Is unfortunately, if somebody would have been giving them things, they could have kept the Whittakers happy, and this could have been an ongoing thing forever and ever and ever. You know? But the fucker was police all along. Yeah, from the very start, he probably decided what he was going to do. About the time you think, okay, I'm going to get up out of here, this ain't what I want to do, is about the time you decide, all right, I'm going to stick around just so I can bust this motherfucker.
She loved her potato chips. She got to where she was hugging me quite frequently. And then
look at those. Look at those. Look at those sweet, 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 sweet messages. I love my baby too.
Ray, they loved, and appreciated you for doing stuff for them. You didn't get that so much on the other side. But
all right. Have you had a chance to watch? I know we probably want to get back to more of the other details, but have you had a chance to watch that video when APS picked up the three of them?
I've had several people tell me about it, dude. I can't
Watch it.
I can't stomach it. I haven't been able to watch anything with Patrick. I knew this was coming, and then the guy that, again, the Airbnb that I got for him, and went and got him the.
Yeah, all packages should have been open on stream, right? A thank you, It's just like Patrick wanted to look and see what he could get first. Is that what they're saying? I don't know, man.
Groceries and to walk in that Airbnb. They just finished cleaning it last night. It took 3 days.
What you doing, big boy?
Yeah, you went kind of.
We've all had that friend that you go out for.
I had to stand up real quick, man. My legs hurt.
It looks like your video broke up there. It was 3 days to clean that up, and I know you've detailed some of the damage in there. And of course, some people have been asking, "Oh, show the picture, show the videos." I don't know if you feel like doing that or not. Actually, your camera's a little fuzzy still.
The video is a little fuzzy, but you'll see it. She was telling us just today that there was poop all over the.
I know, Denise. They just warm my heart so much. They do. It lets me know that I did good. You know what I mean? That's why I was so shook up when this health scare got me. I didn't want to go nowhere, y'all. I didn't want to have to be told, "Hey, you got cancer." I was freaking the fuck out. I was losing sleep. But, I'm going to look at it like I got another chance. I slipped one.
Walls too, wasn't she?
Poop all over the walls?
Dog poop.
Dog poop. I'm trying to figure out who.
Completely. You can't tell as much because one of the biggest things that was the problem with it was the dip, the chewing tobacco.
How do we know this, Tom? The state is seeking restitution from the Whittaker family for benefits they got while they were ineligible. They even compared payment from Mark to money they received in benefits. How do we know that? How do we know that? Yeah, I've seen this before. Yes. Yeah. We went over this a few times. It puts it in a way different perspective now. Yeah, I mean, I know what his intent was. He don't want people stealing shit, like from, people that would have stolen stuff from him. But like, I get the intent. Hi, big buddy. What you doing? Ain't nothing up here for you, dude. Lay down.
Are you a child molester?
Where you going? Come here. Come here, feller. There you are, big feller. Boy, this chat is lovely. BJ was taking stuff. Yeah. I get why he was doing it. It's just going to hurt him in the long run, though. There is a representative that will be sitting in court on behalf of the state. Okay. How do we know that, though? That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, how do we know that? You from the state? Big way. You purring? You purring? Thank you for the info if you're giving us good info. Damn, we getting some visitors in here tonight, ain't we, chat? We getting some visitors in here tonight, aren't we? Friday night turn up. We getting some visitors, huh? Well, they're saying that they were ineligible to receive SSI if Mark was giving them that much money. That's what he's saying. And only a state representative would talk that way. I'm sorry to say it. I hate to say it. The way that was worded, I know this because I know who is being sent. That is as much as I can say. But anything I have spoke on has come to be. Just check my track record. I'm not knocking it, Tom. I'm not. Hey, bro. I am not. I'm not tripping on that. I'm just asking. But I would not. I wouldn't think that it couldn't happen. I'm just saying. It's been talked about plenty.
It was everywhere, dude. Like everywhere. In the sheets, in the floor, everywhere. The back door.
Hold on. So Elizabeth said they only made her pay it back times amount out of each check. Who? Who? So they already did it? Wow. Oh. I got you. I see it. Yeah, you don't go to jail. You'll just have to pay it back. That's what I'm saying. That you're being sued for restitution. Yep. Social Security did my ex like that. Yep. My ex had to pay it back. They sure did. Ain't no doubt about it.
Again, completely left wide open. When he found out he couldn't stay, he took off a day early.
Yeah, all the agencies are coming
and
for
that's
what
when he went and I guess got Timmy and
they're getting
everything.
Timmy.
At that point, because that's when we found out BJ was there. He instantly went back and got the cash cow. Right.
You know, I'm surprised that some people from like that know all about this stuff haven't started leaking stuff. As much as it's, I'm surprised people haven't leaked more. I really am. I'm surprised there hasn't been no state workers or fucking people involved that ain't come in and start leaking stuff. I'm covering this, so I don't care. I'm an at-home journalist. I do all my work from right here. I don't know anything about this shit, but what I see and what I'm told, that's it. On my live stream. Do not contact me personally telling me any motherfucking thing. I will block your ass. Yeah, they leave you enough to live on. Yeah. Yep. They said the recipient can ask for a waiver. It's been denied. Or a payment plan. We shall see.
Oh.
So it was a mess, dude. Dog turds on the floor, all over the deck. But yeah, I'll put it out.
Government.
Pills.
People have asked, are you going to be required to pay for that cleanup?
Already did.
Oh, you already paid for it. Okay.
I was paid all the way up until Thursday, and that was on Sunday. And I left, had a conversation with the owner, apologized profusely, told him to keep that money towards it. He bent over backwards for us. But yes, it was paid for.
Wow. Something else. So let's see. I'm trying to think of some of the other.
Yep, Geraldine. They do
Let me
it.
see if I can look at some
They
of the
do it, Gerald.
comments.
They do it, Gerald.
See if they have any questions in here that
My ex had to pay SS back. I mean, she didn't do anything wrong. She just worked overtime. She worked part time and just worked a little bit too much, and they charged her for like, I don't know, it was like 13 months of payments. Yep.
Here's one.
Should pay it back. Done
now. Well, you heard about the bluegrass concert earlier. Well,
right.
That leads into the concert where Patrick broke his leg. At this point in time, I had been crawling Patrick's ass about the money, and he wasn't talking to me because he was tired of me saying, you need to be accountable. What's going on? And so,
wow.
And then if I ever did something without telling him first, like, man, you're not keeping me in the loop. You know what's going on. And I always tried to keep him in the loop, but I'm not going to text Patrick before I do every little thing on social media. I don't have the time for that. You got 5 different platforms that you got rolling, but I was against that concert. He knew I didn't want at that point. Like, I thought the concerts came off as, here's Patrick Roark featuring the Whittakers. I'm here to play the banjo type thing. And then, but he just went and did it, and that's when he broke his leg. But the part of that infuriated me was the day before was Ray's orthopedic visit. We waited over a month for that visit. Talked about it numerous times on these videos.
Agree. Everybody should be in trouble for it. I agree. He went down there to make money off this family. That's exploitation. Sorry. He went down there with the knowing he was going to make some money off this family. That's not right.
In Georgia, if I was here, Ray would have been at that orthopedic visit. That first visit took me coming from Georgia to here to make it happen. When I got here, all I needed Patrick to do was set up that appointment for Ray, the first one. And he told me he was going to do it. When I got here, this is at the time the air conditioner and all the other stuff was going on. I said, did you ever get that visit set up? He said, man, it's West Virginia. It's not like Georgia. You don't just get a visit set up. I'm like, well, okay, but did you call? No, I hadn't called you, but I'll get to it. When are you going to get to it? He's like, chill, man. This is what I was here for. Let's get Ray to the knee doctor. You're not listening to me. You're not going to get him to a doctor. Well, I called doctors in Whittaker in Beckley. They knew Ray. They knew about the Whittakers. and they had it set up for me to bring him the next day, and where he wouldn't be around anybody, and we could kind of keep him, comfortable, because we didn't know how Ray was going to take it. He don't go to doctors. And that's the sad thing about all this. Ray is not in the greatest shape, guys. Ray is not in the greatest shape at all. It's not just his knee. Ray has lost a lot of weight. Ray's eyes don't look right to me. He's got this very big curvature in his spine.
I think they receive food stamps. Yeah, no shit. How's he able to just contact?
There's a lot going on, and Ray needed to be seen. But I got Ray in there, and they went above and beyond, because it was like pulling.
Yeah, I think they receive food stamps. Yeah. I think they have before. I think so too. They might not have been recently, but I think they have in the past for sure. I don't
find
know.
out his birthday, dude.
It's take all this shit with a grain of salt, chat. You know how I am. I don't believe shit till I see it.
But he was even in the system. No social security, no birth certificate, no ID. And so anyway, we got him that visit. The doctor was super nice. Ray was super cooperative when he first got in there, and they went to do his blood pressure and his pulse. It was a little touch and go, but he quickly warmed up to it. And
Snap is a state.
And
he's mixing the two here. You're mixing snap with state and all this shit, man. Just going there delivering all kind of bad information. Dropping it on us.
Oxycam and Voltaren gel. And they told us Voltaren is now.
Feds are coming after you, and they want to buy it back.
Well, I didn't have it to buy on that trip because I had already spent money on the air conditioner. You remember, I'm left with like $100 at this point. So I asked Patrick. I said, they said he's got another prescription. They want him to do Voltaren
for them, and think they didn't know they were. That's fucking fraud on BJ. Oh yeah, that's what that is.
Joe, I'll get it.
Put her ass in jail,
dude. Ray didn't get that Voltaren gel until I came up on that next visit.
Hey, love you, Karma. Get off my bed. You don't do that.
I don't know if she'll say anything in my favor now.
Oh, my bed to death.
I had to go buy the Voltaren gel. He went almost a month without it, but he did get his meloxicam. The next day after getting that meloxicam, Ray was walking around that yard. I didn't know it worked.
I believe in meloxicam.
I ain't know any medicine worked that quick. I take it too, but it did wonders for Ray. And but they went ahead that day and said, we have talked to an orthopedic, told him the situation, because we know the situation is unique. They're also going to bring him in special accommodations, make sure he's taken care of, and be at this orthopedic visit. They said, set that up for us. And that's what.
Yeah, you fucked up your leg. How come Patrick had to take so much heat for fucking up your leg? You fucked up the damn court order for BJ. You did even worse. You missed the date. You were too busy with the Amish. Your buddy's flying in, remember? You missed the date.
So what are some of the other things that you
I don't know where you want to go to from here?
Yeah, there's still so much.
I'm looking down the feet on Timmy's face and getting Timmy to massage his feet. Timmy hanging from a tree, even though he was in a harness. You got a 46-year-old mentally challenged child. He told me one time he was going to take Timmy skydiving. He didn't sound like he was kidding.
Hell yeah.
It never happened, but only God knows.
Hold on. Why wouldn't Timmy need to go skydiving? You could take Timmy skydiving. He don't need to be on Patrick, but he can go down with somebody. All they do is strap you up to somebody else, like a professional. Why couldn't he? See, you were trying to make him just a cash cow.
I tried to give,
here's one, and I got the video for you. I'll give you this.
At least he was trying to tell Timmy to take Timmy to do stuff.
Patrick and Betty. Y'all saw him all the time saying, "Hey, Betty, give me a kiss." It was cute in the beginning. It was cute until one day he sent me a video where he said, "Betty, give me a big old kiss." Betty went to kiss him. And then he was like, "No, Betty, I'm playing with you, doggone it." But you could see on Betty's face, she wasn't playing, Dwayne.
Right.
And it got posted. And I was so glad that people spoke up. They were like, "This is not right. You're leading her on, and this is not right." And I went to Patrick and I was like, "You might want to read those comments, dude." I was like, "It don't look good." And he got furious, all in text messages. You can see it. He was furious. And I said, and then I had to boil it down for him. I said, "Look, dude, you got a family that was picked on their whole life, that were outcasts of society."
I don't know about all that, man. Patrick was her neighbor for a while, y'all. He knowed them. He know who they were. Not knowed them, but he knew of them, like personally. I think there's a limit to where you start acting like a Karen with some of this stuff, and then just knowing that it's just banter with a few people sitting on the porch every day together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when Eric comes from fucking Georgia and brings in his fucking little Karen attitude. And a lot of this, you know. You know, that's it. Did nothing for you. Man, you guys been hella fucking great tonight. I'm going to pause this right here, and I'm going to leave this in the studio just like this. That way, when we come back tomorrow, we can pick up right where we left off. I mean, right where we left off, because this has been so informative. And he said it all along. I mean, this really wasn't. This has been so blown out of proportion. Yeah. Pretty wild, huh? This is informative as shit. Everybody, you guys stay warm tonight. Start you a fire if you have a fireplace. Yeah. I mean, it's starting to look that way. I can see it like that a little bit. This is a ton of information. Yeah. Been very eye opening. You guys stay warm tonight, you guys. When you go to work tomorrow, start your cars early. Let them heat up. Make sure you got jumper cables. Your phones are charged. You got extra chargers. You got blankets. You got water, food. Just be safe. Everybody, sweet dreams to you. You guys have a blessed night. I hope you subscribed, hit the like button, and we'll come back and hang out with us again sometime. You're beautiful people, and I love y'all. Salute. God bless y'all. Good night.